And let's get to work. So, last time we played Factorio, also I think you forgot to turn your webcam back on. You did. There you go. Last time we played, we got some things done, but we put together a to-do list for a bunch of stuff that we still need to do. And so I think what we're going to do today is just try and work through as much of those as possible to get ourselves ready to finally go to Gleba. So, first of all, our Fulgora ship design is insufficient. In the trips that it's been taking to and from Fulgora, it has sustained damage, and we need to go rebuild a pretty significant chunk of it. So we're gonna need, we'll say like 150 of this. Send you up there. You're gonna need repair packs up there as well. I mean, I guess I have some. How many of these fit into it? 100? I don't want to send you 100. Also, why can't you find a path to Destiny? Oh, because I have no iron mines running right now. That's right. That's probably the most important thing to fix. If we're being realistic. Well, yeah, that's probably the most important thing to fix, because it doesn't matter if you're producing other science if you have no iron. So let's go get that taken care of. And in order to do that, you're going to need a bunch of blues. You're going to need... just in case, you're probably going to need like a stack of splitters. A stack of undergrounds-ish. We can also add undergrounds to our obsolete items. We don't need those anymore. We can also add yellow splitters to our underground items. We don't need, or our obsolete items. Don't need those anymore. If some friendly logistics bots want to come by and relieve me of these. The bots seem like they're fairly busy these days. Oh, right, I need to set max at 0. There we go, there we go. Yeah. Alright, you guys come take these away from me. Anything else you need to get rid of here? Well, what else do you need to bring? I don't think anything. I think that looks good. So let's go put some new iron mines together. Science per minute holding steady at 165. Which is limited by labs, and you might want to think about expanding the number of labs that you have to get more science out of them. Because you did build for 300. So if you built for 300 and you're not using 300, like, what's the point? Anyway, let's set up some more iron mines. You guys take care of that. Give me something that I can copy and paste. You look pretty good. You look even better. Let's grab that. And then we're just gonna smear you all over this patch. Looks pretty good. We have definitely brought enough materials. We're gonna have 4 belts coming out of this thing. So get your 4x4 balancer ready. How do you want to link this up to a train? You probably want to pull off of this rail here. and just have it come out in like a straight line. So that would mean balancer here. A little something like this. And then you would link into a station here. We'll use one of the copper loading stations as our template. I think this will work. We'll find out shortly. You're one off. But that's okay, you can just slide it down a bit. You can put it like here. No, something's gone very wrong. Alright, kill this. Mark where your power poles are going to go. Which is here and here. And then pull the station over. And then it would plug in like this. And then you also need to change the color of the lights as long as you're up here. What color is iron these days? 07130. Zero 70 30. This is going to be 141 iron ore pickup. And then I need to run power to you somehow. When I don't really think I have a ton to grab in this area. Oh no, I've got some right down here. That'll work fine. Just spur off of this power pole. And link it up like that. Alright, so that's running. Now all I need to do is plug it into the rail network. So these are unnecessary. So we can trim those off. So close. Still not right. There you go. Okay. Chain here. Chain here. Chain here and here. Block out. Block out. And then this station also needs to have train limit 1. And it needs to be hooked up to the circuit network. And it needs to be enabled when iron ore is greater than 48 times 50 times 4. Okay, 1 iron ore stop done. Let's go plug in a second one. No, you don't have enough drills to plug in a second one. Let's go get more drills. But that's at least your iron turned back on. With your iron back on, you can do a whole bunch of different things. Wait, your drills are back here in the rocket hub. Also, while you're down here, check up on what else the Fulgora Nomad needs. 5 turrets. 13 solar panels. And then a couple other things that I didn't see. But I should have those in here somewhere. Here's turrets. Am I making solar panels in here? I would think that I was. Or do they take batteries? No. Alright, well we can add solar panels then. Give me you. Solar. 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 Phase 3 quest over. Bring the power line over. You don't technically need to be carrying a circuit, and as long as we're up here, let's also update these things so that they're reading off of the logistics network correctly. So your walls, you're going to turn on when wall is less than 100 times 40. And then you no longer need to be connected to the circuit network. And then over here, you only turn on when red chest is less than 2 times 40. And then you don't need to be connected. And then I can kill that wire. Every time we come over here, we'll just do a little bit more on those, so that eventually we're done with them. So what else do you need? 2 blue inserters, 2 asteroid collectors. Okay. 2 blue inserter, 2 asteroid collector, and you need 13 solar panels still. Because that ship is deficient on power. 9. We'll wait for 4 more. We'll take a look at where else we might be able to get some iron. What's your problem? Oh, I see what happened here. This... No, that rebel port should be able to reach that. Is it that you're... No, you're connected. Why aren't you getting... Because you upgraded to medium power poles. It's on your to-do list. 12. 1 more. There it is. Alright, so this repairs the damage on the Fulgora ship. But it's not quite space ready yet. We do need to make one more small change to it. You need to go to the rocket bar. The rocket silo. 5, 13, 2, 2. And then I'm also going to give you 20 repair packs in case you need them. Double check that that's everything that this thing needs to rebuild itself. Yes, that is everything. Okay, deliver to Fulgora Nomad. And then the way that we're going to prevent this from happening in the future is we're going to read off of this belt. You are going to read on all belts. And then the circuit condition here is going to be if firearm magazine is greater than 250. And then same circuit condition here. So the only time this ship is ever going to be allowed to leave is when there are enough bullets on the belts to actually sustain its flight. And if that circuit condition is not filled, then it's going to stay parked until it's managed to construct enough ammo to allow it to make the trip safely. So that's one done. Number 2. Setting up additional iron mines. You are going to need probably a couple more stacks of blue belts, and that's it for this one. Go ahead and grab that. And then do you just want to get the other one down there, maybe? You also, I should give you radar coverage. Let's grab a handful of radars, just so that we can see what's going on down there if we need to. Radar. I don't think I'm making radar. Is this true? Yeah, I'm not making radar. Alright. Well, we can make radar. Storage filters radar. Logistics limited to radar. Manufacturing target is radar. Paste the request over. Connect you. You're set. Good. I do have 517 radar somewhere already. So I guess we'll just request that. Give me like 15 of those. Pull them out of storage, and then I can go and do something with them. We also have science for some reason. We have even more science for some reason. They have even more science for some reason. I don't think I ever finished my science garbage collection. Also still waiting on my other radars to get delivered. I'm gonna go drop the science in here in the meantime anyway. Here, you guys can have all of this. All of this. Some of that. And then let's also take the car so that we can keep pulling the iron ore out of this logistics network. Because there's still quite a bit of it in there. Iron ore, grab it. Dump it. Grab it. Dump it. Grab it. I thought I saw some more over here. I did. There's some. Also some random blue science. We just want to get the logistics network a little tidied up. There's a bunch of random stuff in there that we don't need in there. You can go here. We'll go drop off this iron ore at the foundry. And then we'll go set up our new iron mine. And then 2 should be good. I could just take the opportunity to set up all of them. But I think 2 will be fine, and we have a bunch of other stuff on the to-do list that we need to make some progress on. There you go. Knock yourself out. Okay, let's go set up the second mine. And then we can cross off iron mine from the list. This one, again, I think we're just going to spur off of those double tracks. Have it come in horizontally. It's basically going to look exactly the same as the last one we just built. How goes the list? One thing is done off the list. The Fulgora Nomad is back to making successful trips to and from Fulgora. I've given it a few extra solar panels. I've given it a circuit condition that controls when it is allowed to set sail. It still doesn't quite make enough power, but I really don't want to overhaul any of my ships until I have advanced asteroid reprocessing off of Gleba. Because I'm going to have to redesign all of my ships at that point anyway, and I don't want to have to do it twice. Alright, you get a radar array so that I can at least see what's going on with you while you're over here. Get rid of this thing. Copy this. Take it with you to this other Ironet patch. It should be big enough that I can just paste it on top and cover everything, but we'll see. Yeah, it looks like it'll fit. So if I put you like here, drag you up to here. It covers pretty much everything. And then can I squeeze one more here? No. That's okay. And then you're going to have the same 4-to-4 balancer. And you're going to have the exact same train station. It's going to look like this. Oh, no, you're not. You need to be over by 1. Okay. That's fine. I can accommodate that. So will you guys work on that? I'll hook these belts up. Good. You're good. Will you guys continue to work on that? I'll just go ahead and hook this rail up. I should have that exact T-junction somewhere. Here you are. You're gonna go like this, except we don't need any of that crap. Plug you in like that. Get these trees out of the way. And then finish building the rest of this. Your circuits are all set up fine. All your ships are exactly the same for a while, and since advanced reprocessing, every new ship has been a step forward in tech you have to redesign for. Really? I've only redesigned like 3 times. I have initial design, which gets me to everywhere but Aquilo. I have nuclear-powered ship that is supported by rocket launchers, which gets to Aquilo, and then I have the edge of the solar system, like Prometheum ships. Those are the only 3 that I've ever had to make. This power can run up like this. That turns these on. It's ugly, but it works. You had to do Aquila twice because your first job was not good enough. I mean, if you're... I don't think it's a redesign if you're tweaking on the original kind of design concept. I think a redesign is like when you have a ship that performs its job successfully and then you rebuild it anyway. But maybe that's just me. I like to run a very standardized fleet, so I can just copy and paste blueprints down. Anyway, that's 2 iron patches. I'm inclined to think that's probably good enough. But do I have any other easy-to-reach iron? I think I have 2 more giant patches up here. I do. But I'm a little worried that those are provoked by your attacks. And I haven't fully reinforced these walls yet. So I think those are going to have to wait. Establish new iron ore mines. Done. Finish starting up the Gleba ship. What does the Gleba ship still need? 76 express transport belts. Alright. Let's start getting that thing up and running. $76. 67 blue inserters? What the hell am I using 67 blues on? Wow, I cannot believe that this design uses 67 blue inserters. That's crazy. Here's 12. Knock yourself out. Made a space factory ship to try out building Aquilo stuff in space, so that was different. That sounds kind of fun. I've also heard that it's really easy to grind quality in space. Because you can put quality modules in asteroid crushers, and because asteroid crushers return asteroids a lot of the time, if you just have them mill into different asteroids back and forth, you don't actually lose anything. So you just kind of like grind quality for free, but I haven't tried that yet. We still need 55 blues. Well, here's 50. And then 5. You need 3 red. You need 4 AM3s. I don't have AM3s on me right now. So let's go grab that. Also, did you finish all the Fulgora techs you want? Yeah, kinda. I mean, some of those are nice, but I don't think they're, like, urgent. Alright, give me my AM3s. There they are. Just 4 of them. What else do you need as long as you're over here? 8 electric furnaces. You have 6. You only need 2 more. And there should be a mountain of them in your logistics storage. Yeah, there they are. Okay, that's 8. 6 cargo bays. You have an automated cargo bays. Okay. I'll automate cargo bays. Wait, can you automate cargo bays? Yeah, you can automate cargo bays. It's gonna take your logistics drones a little while to bring it up, because I'm sure that they're actually getting dropped off at, like, the south part of the base, like where the yellow science intake is, but they can get it up here. Drag you over here. Sever that power connection. While you're up here, update these to run off the logistics network. 10 times 40. Decouple you. $50 times 40. Decouple you, and then you can pull that circuit back. Great news. Alright, so while those 6 finish up, you also need 12 express undergrounds. You have that. You need 18 pipe to ground. We can grab that. You'll probably also need pipe. Just guessing. You need 5 chemical plants. which you are not making in the mall. Oh, wait. No, that's chemical science. Yeah, you're not making chemical plants in the mall at this point, so we can add that. Storage filter, chemical plant, chemical plant, chemical plant. Paste that request over. For you, a nuclear reactor. Yeah, we probably only want like 10 of this. Nuclear reactor less than 10. I just can't imagine a world where I would be placing down more than 10 nuclear reactors at a time. And then you are going to be 50 times 40 on buffer chests. And then you can get disconnected. I don't know what the rest of that green wire attaches to, so I'm actually kind of scared to break it. I'm just going to leave it for now. You have your 6 cargo bays yet? You do. You have your 5 chem plants? You do. You need 22 solar panels. Got that. You need 18 gun turrets, and you need 4 tanks. I've got that. Let's go get the Gleba ship up and running. And while we're not quite ready for Gleba yet, that is going to be the ship that takes us to, like, Fulgora and Volcanus, because we've got a couple chores that we need to do on the other planets today as well. There you go. I'd only have 2 AM3s. I thought I needed more than that. Why so precise with quantities of what needs to get set up? Because these are also going to be the trade ships, and they're going to be running materials back and forth between their respective planets. So if there's random junk that's up there that is excess beyond what I actually need to build it, it's going to take up space that I could be using for hauling like calcite or carbon fiber or bioflux, etc. I know that I could also just like send it up and then send the extra garbage back down, but I don't know. It might save me a rocket launch. And if it saves me a rocket launch, that's nice. Alright, so you need 5 of these. Eventually it's not going to matter, but I guess I'm still a little shy about my production capabilities down here. 4 AM3s. 8 electric furnaces. Off you go. Oh, whoops. Forgot I started over there already. Oh well. So we can just send that back later. Not a huge deal. There's your 12 undergrounds. Here are your 18 pipe to grounds. I think you need 50 pipe. 50 pipe even. Five chem plants. $22 solar panels. $18 gun turrets. And 4 tanks. How many tanks? Yeah, 4. Alright, up you go. So that should be Gleba ship startup done. Wall maintenance and upgrades. Oh, baby. The one that I have been looking forward to. How many assemblers you got on you? 44? That's plenty. Let's get these walls upgraded to all be using uranium turrets, because then we can start to think about getting all of these walls upgraded to use artillery. Yeah, this wall has done everything that I needed it to and more, but it is time to finally give it the makeover that it so rightfully deserves. It has held out longer than it was designed to hold out. And we thank it for that. So, because everything out here is automated already, give me a factory that turns normal concrete into hazard concrete. How do you want to do this? I guess our requester is probably fine. And then it's going to go into a buffer. Because we want you to connect to the logistics network. Yeah, that's the right network. We want you to connect to the network, and we want you to say, if you have less than one hazard concrete, then you should be making hazard concrete. You are going to request normal concrete. You're not going to request 1500. You're going to request like 100. That's insanity. You should be able to pull out of that. Why can a requester chest not pull out of a buffer chest? Maybe there is an issue with this. Oh, wait. No, I can do this. There's a checkbox on the request. I don't want to trash unrequested, though. Oh, request for buffer chest. It's literally right there. Cool. So that will allow them to build all of this hazard concrete. And it'll finally clear these annoying notifications. This wall is upgraded to use uranium ammo, which is good. So let's do the rest of the walls. And this is our upgraded blueprint for them. So just start ripping it down. That has immediately severed your power. You guys don't have anywhere to put that? Really? I guess you don't have... Wait, you don't even have a buffer chest out here. What is this station doing? Is this an old design station? You aren't the way that you're supposed to work. You're supposed to be one of these guys. Yeah, everything out here is wrong. Okay, get rid of this. Get rid of this. I can't believe this station didn't break. I don't fully understand how to use it. And then one storage chest, I'll just make it by hand. And then one arithmetic combinator, I'll just make it by hand. But then why... You have negative signals. Oh, because you're connected to red and green. I don't think you need to be connected to green. What is going on out here? How are you connected to... You shouldn't be connected to 613. Oh, you're connected on this power pole? There we go. Okay. It was connected on another power pole. So you should now summon the extra stuff that you need. You will also need this guy. But you don't have concrete out here right now. So that one's going to take you a little while. But that's fine. Line this up so it's nice and tileable. And then we'll just start pasting it down. Oh, hello. I'm not quite ready for you yet. If you don't mind coming back in a little bit. Thank you. There's the supply train. It's going to unload concrete. It's going to start unloading uranium shells. Uranium ammo, I guess, technically. This is a surprisingly robust system. Except for the fact that it suffers from power outages basically all the time. Oh, that one's actually really bad. I'll borrow from up here. Not quite enough. Can I grab some of you? That'll do for now. We'll fix the rest later. The guest did show up for the party. The guests have to enjoy it while it lasts, because we're about to upgrade to artillery, and then, like, party ends for them. There will be no more partying after that. Yeah, I'll do these myself. You guys are taking too long. And then I guess we'll cut here. That'll be the end of that wall. I do want to landfill, like, here, though. Just to fill in that gap. Yeah, better personal roboports and bot speed is going to feel nice. And I had a moment of clarity while I was working on this, where I was like, you should just go to Fulgora. Now. And get yourself the mech armor. And the better roboports and everything else that you want. Oh, this is still a problem. I need to connect here. God. Do they even let me have a 10? No, they don't. Replace it with the old 3. We gotta just bite the bullet and run power along the rail lines one of these days. This approach is not going to cut it forever. Why do I need to go? It's a bot base. Build remote and ship over with a load of science. Because I don't want to remote build power armor there. I want to chuck my current power armor into it. And then I want to put on the mech armor. And then come back. God, we need a lot of landfill there. Otherwise, I would just, like, scrap my power armor. And that feels bad. But also because I think I need to move a scrap patch while I'm over there. And the scrap patches are outside of logistics range. I need to set up a train to import a bit of extra scrap. Like, if I go over there now... Yeah, almost all these scrap patches are dead. The Fulgora base does not actually make anything currently because all the scrap dried up. So I gotta head back there and do a couple tweaks anyway. And as long as I'm back there, I might as well fiddle with the mech armor. Alright, I'm gonna say that's hopefully enough landfill for you. Tear down all of this. God, you guys really just, like, pick the worst opportunities, huh? It's like they know. That's not exactly lined up. Big deal. We'll survive. Please, I don't want to put this blueprint down. Thank you. And then trim this off. Okay. Then you need to get everything under logistics Robopod. No, it looks like you did it already, actually. I think you're good. But you have killed your electrical network again. And again, the reason you've killed your electrical network is because you're not running power from the train station, you're running power from random places where you found it. And that's not great for a standardized approach to upgrading your walls. But that turns everything back on. This inserter needs a little help. You can have that one. And then is that good? I think that should be good. Gambled on quality a little for it. I'll put quality modules in it, but I'm not going to make more than one. I'm not going to spend that much time doing it. Alright, so that's one more wall done. We're slowly going to be working through the concrete upgrades along here. Let's go get ourselves some upgraded armor before we do the rest of this. It'll be a good investment. Well, actually, we should check on the Gleba ship. How close are you to being spun up? Sort of. You don't really have any oxidizer, but you do have enough in the engines to turn on. And all the turrets are loaded. So actually, that's probably good enough. Ooh, I can tear this down. Let's tear this down, and then we're gonna head over. Do 12, fix Novi's power grid? No, it's 3 now. Standardize your electrical network is fix your busted, decrowed ass Novi's power grid. I think we need to summon 2 more trains here, because there's still quite a bit of copper in those chests. So we'll turn a train on for this stop, and it'll gradually come by. And then we can pull this up, and we can replace it with, I don't know, maybe we need a second oil stop for some reason. Okay. Hello, Logistic Snake. What are you taking away from me exactly? What was that all about? I'm not sure what they just tried to do. They definitely all wanted to come and say hi, but I don't know why. Anyway. Put all this away. Put this ammo away. Travel to Gleba Voyager. Let's go get ourselves some fancy new mech armor. And then after we've burned a little extra time off of steel plate productivity, we can start thinking about infinite researches for drone speed, which is a great time. Did I run out of volcanoscience as well? No, you should have plenty. So really what we should be doing here is alternating. We should be going like now V science, volcanoscience, gleba science, or fulgora science. So we'll do a little something like this, and then we'll go like this, and then we'll go like this, and then we'll go like this. And we'll just keep trading off between the three of them. Got it. Because I don't think... Well, I don't know what our science per minute is on the other planets. I think we aim for 100 on the other planets. So for 300 on now V's, then we would want to alternate between them so that we aren't overloading any one specific science, and we can maintain 300 per minute. Even if we're not producing 300 per minute per se, out of individual planet science. It makes sense in my head. Also, this is the unupgraded power grid for the Fulgora ship. So we may... Actually, we've already run into fuel issues. Why? What are you short on? Iron ore. How are you oh, because the furnaces aren't caught up, and the furnaces are going to be stealing all of it first. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Oh, we're making good speed now. We're up to 50 kilometers per second. But the grid is struggling to keep up. Yeah, this design still needs a little more work. We may fix it once we get into Fulgora orbit. Just give it a couple more solar panels. You'd go like here, here. And then maybe like here, 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 and here, here, here. And that should be fine. I mean, it'll live. Like, it still produces. It's just slow. I don't love this ship design. It works, but it's not my favorite. But I guess as long as it's functional, that's kind of all that counts at the end of the day. Five construction robots are destroyed? Fuck me. We do have artillery on the list, right? Yeah, artillery addition to defensive walls. Good. Good. Very excited about that. That will hopefully be the end to all of our troubles. I could also ship up efficiency modules. And that would help as well. And I have efficiency modules on Fulgora Surface. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm actually pretty sure I'm making efficiency 2s. No, that wasn't done yet. No. Nah, we'll fix it later. Maybe that's the best stopgap solution. Alright. Take me back to the Gleba Voyager. I wasn't quite done yet. And I would like to expedite getting these up, because I think if these are available, this ship will be stable in orbit. You had them? Where did you get those? Oh, you must have, you auto-requested from Fulgora Surface. Okay, that's fine. I'm actually perfectly okay with that. Anyway, let's get mech armor built. Actually, first, let's pick up our old inventory. It should be over here. There it is. Alrighty. Mech armor. Right here seems like as good a place as any. Storage filter. Mech armor. Logistics limit. Mech armor. Manufacturing target. Mech armor. Except you're only going to make one. Less than 40? No, 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 no. You know what? Let's gamble on quality a little. Let's say less than 5. Oh, but then you're going to have to make Power Armor Mark II on the surface as well. It's fine. You can. So you go there. And then we'll grab the bot assembler. You can go here. You are going to make Power Armor 2, Logistics Limit Power Armor 2, Manufacturing Target Power Armor 2. And this is going to be if there's less than one. Because it's an intermediary, I really only want one of those. And then you'll request here, you do not need quality. Because I don't really care what quality Mark II Power Armor you produce. So, you guys work on that. And while you do, I'm going to go finish tearing up the last bit of the old base over here, and then I'm going to lay in... No, first you need to turn on the scrappers to the south. Because there actually is a little more scrap on this island that you can pull out of that patch down there. You just need to hook up the belts appropriately. You only have 7... you can capture from these old mines that are no longer running. Like all this can go, that can go. Honestly, all that can probably go. Because it's only 2 more belts that are going to come out of this thing. Out of belts? No problem. Give me all of these back. And then give me all of these back. Give me all of these back. Oh, you weren't done. Why weren't you done? No, you... Never mind. I'm getting confused about what belt is what. There you go. And just because it might help, have a splitter. I don't know what it would help, but who knows. Peel that belt back up. Alright, you guys sit down there and run until you have no more scrap left. Sounds good. Catch up with you later. Let's go take a look at our mech armor. I did say I was going to recycle the suit, and then I didn't recycle the suit. I still could recycle the suit. Why aren't you building? You have no electric engine units? You should. You don't have engines. Oh, you shouldn't. Okay. I guess not. Well, are you ready to go except for the Mark II? You are. Okay. Insufficient inventory space if removed. Oh, of course. Because it makes your inventory bigger. Also, can you believe we used to be this slow? Holy shit. How did we get anything done? There we go. Knock yourself out. Let's see what kind of quality you come up with. And also, while you work on that, I am going to want new Roboport. It's Roboport 2, Roboport 2, Roboport 2. 800? Absolutely not. Why don't you do like less than 10 on that one for me? That's also going to be one that we want to gamble for quality on. In order to make that, you're going to need to be able to make Roboport 1s. And again, these, if you have less than 10. No quality. I'll wear it for now, but we have a few more chances. Power, batteries, exo. Wouldn't mind having one more personal laser defense and then 2 more exoskeletons. But I can make that when I'm back on Nobis. And then also new batteries, right? Yeah, which you're going to need to make Mark 1s and Mark 2s for. So this will be Mark 1. I'm going to make 10 of these. Mark 2. Whoops. Let's hit confirm next time instead of escape. There you go. Again, 10 of those. And then Mark 3s. Gamble on quality for those, I guess. Why not? And again, only need 10 of those. So off you go. You're also not finding speed wounds? What are you doing? Oh, because you're turning them into speed 2s. How close are you to being done with that? 586 less than 2k? Guess what? We're only making 500 of these now? Because apparently we can't sustain the production for any more than that. So, tough. Okay. Trash all of our Fulgora garbage. Dude, it's so much more convenient to just be able to fly over stuff instead of trying to walk around it. Mech armor really does change the game up. Alright, you guys take this away from me, please. Thank you. You can also have all of this extra steel. I don't necessarily need that. You can also have these extra blue chips. I don't really need those. I guess you have a lot of homium in there, huh? Yep, okay. You do. But I could still go faster, is the thing. So you can have processing unit, and then, I don't know, find something to do with all that homium. I'm sure you can use it. Don't need any of this anymore. Don't need any of this anymore. This, or this, or that, or these, or these, or really these, or like any connection to the mainland at all. It all must go. These two. Let's go empty our inventory briefly. And then we will put down a new train station. What's up, Soup? How's it going? You could go. You're no longer necessary. So we should have so much room on this island to put down a train station. I do kind of hate the fact that it's half paved, and I might come back and fix it later, but I don't think that's important for now. You do only have 491,000 scrap, though. So that kind of sucks. We'll get some initial coverage down. And then we'll be good after that. When am I playing Wizard School Simulator? The worst case, when I'm done with Factorio. Best case, I may try and start on it early and play Factorio and Mind Over Magic at the same time. Because I also really want to play Mind Over Magic. And as much as I would like to finish Factorio, and we will finish Factorio, I'm not going to shelve Factorio to play Mind Over Magic. I may want to do mind over magic. Because I'm excited about it. Drag you here, drag you here. You here, you here, you here, you way up here. And then I guess you over here, so that you can have a little bit of tasty light. Then you also want to grab this scrap patch. If you move it over by one. Mm-hmm. I'm realizing now I probably shouldn't have severed my connection to that main island. We may end up reestablishing it. Because then I can pull power from it to run these drills. Like that'll do. And then we're going to put you here. And you here. So those reach. Then we'll put you here. And you put all... No, you can still make some. Alright, sure. But you want another lightning rod on top of you. And then you want to drag this thing down diagonally. And then put it, like, here to wire into the grid on that main island. So that should turn all these drills on. As soon as we belt them. You're going to output 3 belts. So I'll need a 3 to 3 balancer. And then I think I would like to do a 5 to 4. If such a thing exists, it does exist. So you would go... You don't want to cooperate. Alright, we'll move this down by 1 then. I can't believe I have this much space to fiddle around with weird balancers. What a luxury. All for a scrap island is going to dry up after like 45 minutes of use. And then you still need to figure out how to get a train. You have so much space to get a train on here. It's the least of your worries. Go get some splitters and a little extra blue and a bunch of steel chests and a bunch of stack inserters. And see if you have quality power armor. Nothing, because you're still waiting on electric engine units. And T1 modules. All this quality can go away in the meantime. Show me stack inserter. Show me steel chest. None steel chest. Show me steel. None steel. Show me something that would use steel. Bingo. What else did you need? You needed blue splitters. You may need more. And just in case you need some, blue undergrounds. You're good on rail, you're good on train stations, and you have a locomotive. Okay. So these are going to come down this way. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. The train, well, you should figure out how big the loader needs to be first, right? So a loader is this big. And then you need to figure out where the rail grid is. The rail grid is over by 1. So the rail grid's going to go there. Let's say you're going to go there for now. And then protect that. There you go. Put a station in. There you go. This is going to be a 1, 2, 1. Scrap pickup. A scrap seems like a purplish color, a dark purple. Oh yeah, that seems like a very scrap adjacent color. Good. And then you do have a little mood lighting on you. It's 120-0120. Okay. Extend your power up so that that plugs into the main grid. You will want to circuit this. And you will want to pick up when scrap is greater than 50 times 48 times 2. And then you're also going to do this. You're going to go for max loading and unloading speed. Wait, if they're going through a balancer, you don't need the splitter. You can go like this. 1, 2. Three. 4. You need 4 more steel chests. And then are these talking to each other? Sure, looks like they are. So that should be a very quick loading station. Now, how are you going to get it plugged into the rest of your trains? You're going to need an elevated rail. You can just do it right off here. And then you're going to hang a hard left. Ouch. I actually don't want you to go over that island, because I'm probably going to need that space for when I need to mine it scrap. You're going to come over here. You're going to make a turn to the south. And then right there is where we're going to bring you back down. So I think all of these need to go. And then we can replace them later. But let's get this to line up first. That looks great. And then all of this needs to go. Just all of it. If there's space for other stuff in there, we can put it back. But right now, I think that's where the rail right-of-way needs to be. And then all of this needs to go. And we need to replace that with lightning rod coverage on the other side. Like so. And then this also needs to go. But I think that may have killed the power to everything to the south. It did. There we go. We'll run this double track up. Plug you in here. We'll run this double track up. Plug you in here. And then this signaling is going to get a little wonky. Wait, aren't you just making these? Yes. Just eat them out of the box. So how do you want this to work? This is going to be... Hold on, don't get struck by lightning. This is going to be one-way track going north. So I think no matter what, you want that to be a block signal. And then I think no matter what, you want this to be a block signal. And then I think both of those need to be path signals. Because if there's any train in this block, this path signal will read red, and this block signal will read... No, that block signal will read green, because there wouldn't be anything in this block. So you need to be a chain. And it needs to have like a block right in front of it, I guess? No, that makes no sense. I just use chains everywhere. Then you need to plug this in. Give me rail, please. These need to connect to both sides of the double-sided track. These probably all need to be path signals, if we're being realistic. I can't explain why, but I'm gonna say that they need to be. And then you would be path in and out. You would be path here, you would be path here. Then you would be path here. You would all be path here. You would be path here, I guess, and you guys would be path here and here. Seems like the kind of thing that maybe works, I don't know. We'll find out. And then you need steel chests, which require... You all need steel chests, which require steel. Easiest place to get steel is probably here. Go ahead and give me one here, 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 here. Okay. Let's standardize our lightning generators a bit, or our lightning collectors a bit, so that they're not just scattered willy-nilly. Let's get a couple lights in, so that place looks nice. Copy the colors from... Okay, problem identified. We need a radar over there.